Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So this is Paulo Breach, your Pinoy nurse here in Singapore. So for my today's content guys, I'm going to share to all of you things you should know about me being a nurse here in Singapore. So what's new about me? So before that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. So I believe for those who are really following my content, you know my humble beginning. My humble beginning, like what I said in my previous content, I started working as a nursing aide, get promoted as enrolled nurse, and now I'm a staff nurse. So I managed to get my staff nurse post here 2019 October. Then also one of my goal of working in acute hospital, I managed to get it. So I'm currently working in a restructured hospital, or I mean acute hospital. So what are my additional job scope now? Are you interested to know that? Actually, I'm quite hesitant to share this, but since I realized I should share it. I mean, I don't mind sharing it. So yep, I have 3 new roles aside from being a staff nurse. Yes, I'm not senior staff nurse. I'm just staff nurse. So yes, first of my first role I have is I'm a clinical instructor. I'm quite grateful that I managed to get this clinical instructor position. So how I managed to get is it was offered, but even it was offered, I still need to go for interview. I attended the course. It's like a 2 months, I guess. Okay. Like likely a 2 months course. But so what is my job scope as a clinical instructor? Yes, I need to teach students, nursing students. Also, I need to be involved in for those new staff coming in our hospital, like their competency, teaching, and also I need to, like example, this preceptor for those preceptor who is having a problem teaching their precepti. I need to be involved in that. So that are the job scope of a clinical instructor. So me being a clinical instructor, I believe this is actually I really wanted to be a clinical instructor or under nursing education. If you've been, I mean, just to share, when I was in nursing home before, actually I'm really involved in this already. Even I'm enrolled nurse in nursing home before. They assigned me to do the competency assessment, do some teaching for new nurses. But however, I didn't go to course that time. So finally now, I have a certificate to show that I also am a clinical instructor. Pros of being a clinical instructor, I believe, is I think it's good to your portfolio, and if you really it's your passion, then it's good. But if you will ask me if there's any additional salary, there is no additional salary for this, but I'm not complaining. I am enjoying it. So that is the first job scope new additional job scope that I have. I'm a clinical instructor. Secondly, I'm a discharge resource nurse. So what do I mean about this discharge resource nurse? So in other hospital they called it a ward resource nurse. So for this discharge resource nurse, I'm one of resource person for discharge. What do I mean for discharge? Not the discharge that you're thinking, huh? Okay. It's like we have to facilitate in planning for discharge planning. So to help the patient have a smooth discharge plans. I mean, to know about who will help them in the community if, example, they have problems. So that's one of knowledge that I'm equipped. I think the reason also I managed to cope in this discharge resource nurse is because of my previous community hospital experience. Because in community hospital, I think I've been exposed in having this multidisciplinary meeting, discharge planning, and etc. AIC services. So it's quite broad to explain for me now. So once, I mean, for those who are currently working here in Singapore, they will understand in healthcare institution. But for those newcomers, it's still quite deep to understand, but it's good to know. Okay, so that's my second job scope as discharge. That's my second role as a discharge resource nurse. And finally, one of my favorite is my third role, which is my diabetic resource nurse. So it's not that I have the title being a diabetic nurse educator. It's a lower position for of a diabetic nurse educator. So we call it diabetic resource nurse. So it's like a ward-based nurse that equipped with knowledge about DM management. So what I do is I advocate about diabetic management, like the importance of diet, exercise, medication, being compliant with the medication, follow-up check-up, etc. So we are ward-based. So if example, there's a patient that is referred to us, we are the first in line to come. If it's a simple case, if it doesn't really need the medication titration, so we will do a health teaching to the patient. So on how to administer correctly their insulin, side effects of their medication, and etc. So I really love being a diabetic resources because it's very good knowledge. And having said that, I'm also quite grateful to have this job scope. So yep, so that's what's new about me. Like what I said, I'm a clinical instructor, discharge resource nurse, and a diabetic resource nurse. Having said that, I am a staff nurse. Don't think I'm already senior staff nurse or ANC or NC. I haven't reached to that level. I don't know. I don't know how many years before I reach to that level. But hopefully we will go there. But like what they said, it's not all about the position. It's about if you really enjoy what you are doing, then it's just additional point. Is it true? It's just additional point. Yep, yep. Don't let other pull you down. So if you really love what you're doing, having a promotion or having it's just a plus point. One of my boss tell me. So I'm trying to psycho myself about this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching my channel. I hope you've learned something new again to me. Okay, bye bye.